Alright, here's what I did. Here's what I did. I think I bought out every single one in the state. What do you think? As historical author Anthony Brandt has said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. I've been picking the Commonwealth for 20 years, searching high and low at yard, estate sales, antique malls, thrift stores, junk shops, garages, and sometimes even barns for treasures I can pass on to new homes through eBay. But now as I watch my little ones grown up before my eyes, I find that my real treasures are right here with me every day. So join us as we pick, flip, and resell on our 2 eBay stores and in our 2 antique booths. Alright, I'm here at Beals, which means I'm actually not at Beals at all. I am at Dirt Road Treasures, and I'm doing something a little bit crazy. At least my wife thinks it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy, but I'll have to show you in a minute what I'm doing. Alright, here's what I did. Here's what I did. I think I bought out every single one in the state. What do you think? Yeah, you know what's in there. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we are in the eBay cave tonight, and we had a really good day of sales, and we're going to talk about that in a second. And I also did a little something crazy that my wife's about ready to kill me for. And I'm going to show you that at the end of the video. Maybe we'll put a little teaser at the beginning. Maybe we already have. So, at any rate, I made quite a purchase, and I want to know what y'all think. So, we are going to also in the coming days talk about what we're going to name that building out there. We're not going to name it a shed, of course, because of Lonnie. I have got a ton of great names in there, and maybe in the next video we'll go over those. And then in a future video, or maybe in the comments section, the community comments section over the next week or so, we'll put the names out there and let you name it. And then whoever picked that particular name, maybe we'll send them a plush Eneman or something. If you're new to the show, thank you for subscribing. We're part-time pickers here. We do it as a family, and we appreciate so many people watching us. It's just kind of blowing us away. I'm having a hard time now keeping up with the comments. I have done really, really well keeping up with comments. So if you've been sending comments and not getting the replies you used to get, I apologize. I'm still trying to do it, but going to school every day and teaching every day, and then coming home and doing videos and doing eBay and having time for my kids, there's a few comments that I just can't seem to quite get to now that I used to. So I'm going to still try to keep doing that. So we appreciate them, and we appreciate the comments, and hopefully maybe we'll pick out some of the questions and deal with them on the show over the next few days. But let's take a look at what's sold. Before we do that, $468.38 out of the Commonwealth Picker store and $7.99 out of the Homeschool Hustler store. And that reminds me, the purchase out of the Homeschool Hustler store and one of the purchases out of the Commonwealth Picker store came from like a YouTube celebrity buyer. Somebody that I have seen, I have watched on other shows buy many times. So Wayne, we appreciate you, and it's like an honor to have Wayne buy something from me in my Commonwealth Picker store and the Homeschool Hustler store. So we really appreciate it. The Homeschool Hustlers will give you a thank you at the end of the video. They're not home right now, so hopefully I can remember to get them on here and have Reagan write one of her little thank you notes. So at any rate, let's take a look what's sold. We have a ton of items, so I'm going to try to go really, really quick here today, and then hopefully we can throw some other stuff in, including that buy that I had just today. So anyway, this is one of our most popular type items we sell. We sell Liberty Flames apparel because of how close we live, and a lot of people who go to that school don't live in the state of Virginia. They live elsewhere. A little harder for them to get gear as opposed to a lot of alumni live near their school. Not everybody, of course. So we were able to send some of this stuff off, not for huge money. This sold for $18.95, so we'll make a nice little $12 to $14 profit on it and send it on its way. Had a ton of Halloween inflatables sell this year. Only have 2 left, and this one finally sold. Have 1 left that was a retail arbitrage buy. All of the other retail arbitrage sold, and then all of the yard sale buys sold as well. So I was surprised. Now, I did put this $10 off. It was $59.95 before Halloween. I put it $49.95 after Halloween to see if we could get rid of it, and we did. Sold for $49.95, and it's pretty hefty shipping, and it's going to a first-time eBay buyer as well. So we'll see how this one works out. I think it'll work out pretty well. We only paid $10, actually $9 for it. All right, here's a Blue Ridge Mama buy, and this is a brand new with tags, Lacoste. And the tag says $75 on it. We sold it for $29.95 plus shipping, and it was $3.99 at Goodwill. So that is a nice little buy and a nice little sell from Blue Ridge Mama on eBay. Whenever we sell a Blue Ridge Mama buy on eBay, I usually talk about it. She also does Poshmark and a little bit of Macari. So lately we've been having her come in if she sells something on Poshmark and tell you all about it. So this was one of those buys. Had a bag full when we went out with Daniel. Daniel, by the way, I ran into him the other day, and he should be on a future video. If y'all haven't seen those episodes, we'll link it when we see him on that new one. This is a beige one. It sold for $12.88 plus, well, yeah, no, just $12.88 free shipping. We paid probably with that giant bulk buy, probably about 40 cents for this. So it's not a bad little profit. Here's the second of the Affliction jackets that we paid $2 for. The other one sold for quite a bit of money. I think it sold for like $60. This one sold for $28.71. It's corduroy, and it also went out to a first-time buyer. But at $28.71 plus shipping, it's going to be a really nice profit for us. It is going to be, since we paid $2, I'll do the math on this one. It's about $6 in fees, a little less, but we'll say $6 in fees. And $2 buy, so we're looking at $8. It's going to be about a $21 to $22 profit on this jacket. So you probably saw us buy this thing not too long ago at a yard sale. We paid, it was $5, marked $5, but we ended up getting it for less because we bundled it together with some other stuff. So let's say we paid $4 for it. It's nesting canisters. There are 4 in all. And it sold for $29.95 plus shipping. So it's going to be about a $26 after fees, actually a little less, $24 profit after we recoup a little on shipping, not much, and we pay the fees. It's going to be a $30 sale. Shipping was $12.95. It'll probably cost us less than that to ship it out, but we have to pay fees on that shipping as well. So you figure $6 in fees, and a $4 buy is $10. We're making about $20 to $21 on this Tupperware. Now, not all Tupperware sells, so there are certain kinds that I would suggest selling on eBay and certain kinds I would not. Whenever you get those nesting bowls, they're pretty good, and red is probably better than most. So about 2 years ago, when I would sell those nesting ones, that particular color, I've sold it one time before, would bring closer to $40. So it's getting a little bit harder to sell Tupperware. There's tons of it out there, and it's turned into quite a long tail item. But those are still good. That was listed and sold within a day. I probably could have put it out there for $34.95, waited, and definitely got it. But I wanted to sell it, so $29.95. All right, so this is a Happy Little Accident buy, and if you're not familiar with the show or been around, it's a particular yard sale that we bought almost everything they had for $200, and we've been selling it off piece by piece. This is Waterford Crystal, and it is 6 3/8. It's a makeup brush, and it sold for $32.95 plus shipping. It was really long tail. It's been listed for quite a while, early summer. And we're going to add this to our Happy Little Accident haul list and tell you how much our 200 has turned into so far. We're trying to get to 2,500 by Christmas. Not quite there yet. We're going to be at 2,000 for sure, but we're trying to get to 2,500 before it runs out. And I think just before we came on, another Happy Little Accident item sold that we may put on tomorrow's video. I often drop stuff. And there's a glass breaking sound when I do, because my wife used to tease me when she used to edit the videos. And so I'm going to put this down real quick. So we are at $1,865 so far out of that 200. So shooting for 2,500. That reminds me that we may have to start a new list with another buy that we had. I spent $156 last weekend at a yard sale. And I'm tempted to do the same thing we just did, because I bought about half of what they had, and I'm going to show you that in the coming weeks. All right, so this is, apparently it is not a viewer sale. This Eneman man sold for $12.81. I don't think it was bought by a buyer. Or, of course it was bought by a buyer. I don't think it was bought by a viewer because they paid full price. And if you're out there and if you, for some reason, want one of these, some people have put them in their eBay rooms as mascots. I don't know. If you happen to want one of these, go to the link below, send me a message, and I'll send you an offer of $10. So that didn't happen here. So I don't think that it is a viewer buy, but I'm still happy to sell it. Sold it for $12.81. All right, here is a fanny pack, and I can't remember, I've bought two of these, almost identical. One I bought with Daniel at his first yard sale experience to resell for eBay, and one I bought with Deals and Dives in Roanoke, and I can't remember. Either way, I would have paid no more than $1, and I probably paid 50 cents or a quarter. It sold for $10.81. Not a big profit, but you figure 2, 3, 5, make about $6 profit, maybe $5.75 profit on this little fanny pack. It's kind of neat. It says Sport Florida Design. It's probably from the, my guess is the mid-90s is probably when it's from, maybe early. There are 3 board game replacement sales that I'm not going to bore you with today because we have so many sales. So this was a free item. You've probably heard me talk about the estate sale that I went to, and they were literally closing it down on a Sunday afternoon as I was there. And I had bought a few things and realized they were packing it all up. So I started making offers on items I wouldn't typically buy for a little less. And they're like, sure, 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 whatever. And I saw they were packing up clothes, and you could tell there was vintage clothes in there. And I'm like, you know, like, y'all taking this to the Goodwill? I said, you know, I'll take it, just throw it in the back of my truck here, and I'll take it to Goodwill for you, if that's okay, and I'll look through what I want and take the rest. Like, sure, no problem. So we chucked it in there, and I pulled a bunch of stuff out of there. My wife pulled some stuff to resell. This is one of those things. It says Andover on it, made in the USA, 100% acrylic, size large, this vintage reindeer, and it sold for $19.88. So, well, you know, we'll make about $12 profit on this sweater. Nothing special, but I'm happy to make $12 without putting a dime into it. Actually, it's $12 if it's going priority mail, maybe a little less. I think it's going to be first class. This is really light. I think this will probably ship out for less than $5, which means we'll make, yeah, well, that's about right, about $12 profit. If you do ugly Christmas sweaters, let me know down in the comments which ones are selling this year. Is it just the completely generic off-the-wall ones? Because we used to sell Christmas sweaters, and then a couple years ago, we got caught with quite a few. The sales just kind of fell out. I want to see if that market's coming back. And the reason we sold this, because it was free. So if you sell ugly Christmas sweaters, you can source them all year long. They're in Goodwill all year long, and you can source those things and save them up and sell them if they're still selling and you get them at the right price. So let me know if you sell ugly Christmas sweaters in the comments below. All right, so this is one of the items that Wayne bought, and we really appreciate it. And Wayne said, hey, what kind of condition are these in? And I was away. I was actually eating breakfast with my family. We were going out to eat a little breakfast. And I messaged him back and I said, look, I'm not sure, but I think these things are excellent because I went through all of them, and I didn't even realize they were all brand new. So Wayne, these have never even been opened. So hope you're happy with that. And we're going to take, this is a free shipping item. So is the other one was a free shipping item. If they weren't, I'd refund the difference. Probably what I'll do here is I'll give a little bit of your money back, even though they're free shipping, because we appreciate you so much. And it's not going to change the shipping cost here at all. So we appreciate you, and we can't thank you enough for making a purchase from us. The other item I'll show you real quick, because I'm not sure we're going to get the Homeschool Hustlers down here that went with it. If we are, we'll let them say thanks to you as well. And definitely Reagan will write you a thank you note. Is a Pez dispenser. It's been here for a while for those of you who've been watching the show. And it's a Santa Claus Pez dispenser ornament, which I think is kind of neat. And we sold it for $7.99. So hopefully this finds a good home on your tree, Wayne. Or maybe you were talking about your nieces and nephews. Maybe you can give it away as a stocking stuffer. So thanks very much. All right, so here's a New York Mets baseball hat, and this came out of the Cincinnati Picker lot that we bought. If you're new to the show, we bought a lot of hats from Cincinnati Picker on an auction. We were bidding against Lonnie from Garage Flips, and I thanked Lonnie for not bidding me out of my price range. And we made a little bigger bid than we typically would because we got John to throw in his hat and to autograph his hat, and we gave it to our 1,000 subscriber winner. And this was one of the hats in the rest of the lot, and there was a bunch of them. And we're going to make back our initial investment and make money on it and still be able to give that hat away. So that was really nice. This is almost, I would say it's almost brand new. It's got a little bit of wear and you can see the discoloration, but the shape is perfect. The outside is perfect. And it sold for $15. Free shipping, and it'll be right around $3.30 to ship this thing, maybe even less. And you've asked about what boxes I ship the hats in. And I think there's a link below to the box size that I ship in, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try to remember to add that. But here it is right here. It's 8 by 6 by 4. And it's not perfect for a hat, but it is perfect in one sense because it's just light enough that you put a hat in it. I sometimes put a poly bag around some of the nicer hats and then put it in it. And it usually stays just a tiny bit under 8 ounces when you do it that way. And it gives it enough protection, and it saves you a little bit of money in shipping. All right, next item up is an I Love Lucy Christmas ornament, and it, 2006 heart ornament, and it sold for $8.41 plus shipping. And it was something we bought in a giant tub full of Christmas stuff for $10, and we're selling a lot of it in our antique booths. And this happened to be one that was good enough to make a sale on eBay for $8.41. So we're probably into it for 50 cents or so. Maybe, probably less actually. So it's going to be close to about a $7.50 profit. All right, so this is one I really got to give some props to Blue Ridge Mama. My wife sometimes, she's the goodwill hunter. At any rate, it is an item from an incredible sweater machine, and I passed this item up at a yard sale like a week before. I'm like, you know, I've sold these before. It was priced 15 bucks. I'm like, I know I could probably sell it for 40, but then I got to go through and I got to count this thing out. I got to make sure everything's there before I sell it. It's big shipping item. It's hard to ship. So I'm like 15 into 40 minus fees minus time. It just wasn't worth it. And she bought this exact same machine. It still had the $15 price tag on it because it was literally right down the street from where the yard sale was. And she bought it for $2.99. And she brought it home and said, listen, I'm going to part this thing out. You can make a ton of money. I'm like, okay, hey, it sounds good. And that's exactly what she's done. This is the second piece we've sold. There's 3 of these. We sold a different part, so there's 2 more left of these, and then there's one other thing. She's parted into like 5 things. And I calculated it out. We're going to make about almost $80 in profit when they all sell. This puts us well into the profit. Actually, the other one put us into the profit. This is going to be total profit. This sold for $21.95 plus shipping. So that's, you know, $20 profit after fees. So we're really happy with that sale. There's 2 more of these to go. So you figure right there is 60 bucks. I think we made, after the cost and the first item, we're already up 11. So there's 71, and then there's another item left as well. So we're going to make 80 bucks on this sale. And she did the work. Probably 40 minutes worth of labor and pictures and listing, and then it'll take me, you know, 5 minutes to ship it. All right, here is an electronic Bible, and it has been opened. You see there's cut off the top, but it is in perfect condition. Even has a little case right here, and it sold for $9.81. I paid 50 cents for it, and $9.81 plus shipping. So we have the perfect little box that this will fit in and probably definitely keep it under 8 ounces. And for those of you who don't know, if you've been a reseller, you know this by now, but those of you who don't know, the next ounces up cost you a little bit more money. So 4 ounces and below is around, let's say, $270, $275. And then it goes up to 8 ounces, and that jumps up. And then once it goes up to 12 ounces, it jumps up. And then 16 ounces, and obviously it goes up by pound after that. So you want to keep it under the next pound or under the next ounce limit, and it goes up by 4s. 4 ounces, 8 ounces, 12 ounces, 16 ounces. So when I say that'll stay under 8 ounces, in my mind it tells me it's not going to cost me more than, you know, $3.40 or something to ship it. All right, so here is an ivory 0.5 Mary Kay, and this one sold for a little less, $12.21 free shipping, but this will be a 4 ouncer, and we'll put this one, we could put it in a padded poly bag, but now that we're using those 4x4 boxes, I like them a lot. You know, they're not very expensive to buy, and they're so convenient. And something like this, you could put in one of those padded eBay branded bags. But, you know, if you spend about 11 cents, a little less than that, about 10 cents more, you can put it in the box. And I think for an item like this, so it doesn't get crushed, it's probably a great little thing to use. It's worth the dime, I think. All right, well, stay tuned. We're going to put a few more things on this video, including the kids saying thank you to Wayne. Let me know what you think of this purchase out there. I've already had 2 people close to me tell me I'm out of my mind, so let me know what you think. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And the Homeschool Hustlers join me this time because they want to say thank you to Wayne.
Thank you.
Can you say thank you, Wayne?
Thank you, Wayne.
Turner's a little under the weather. He sounds a little funny, huh?
Yeah, I lost my voice.
So I'm sure Daddy's next, huh? Okay, what is that, Reagan?
Pet Santa.
And it's a Christmas ornament, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that neat? Okay.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate Wayne, and he bought something from the Commonwealth Picker store, too, so we're going to put him in there together, okay? You can write him a little thank you note?
Yep.
All right, and I'm going to get you your dollars, but Daddy's all out of dollar bills,
Okay.
so I'm going to have to do it tomorrow, okay? And then we're going to give $1 bill to Finsky, and we're going to save $1. All right? All right, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
All right, and there's your thank you card. Turner got his name in there this time, didn't he? All right. Thank you, Wayne.